All right, welcome back. It's Back to the Basics. I'm Sean Bari. Today, we are talking about registering a domain name. Let's go get some domains. Let's go! All right, we are back and we are talking about registering a domain. So why would you want a domain? Well, maybe you want your firstname.com, Sean.com, or you want to start a business like hello.com or whatever your business name is called. The first thing you need to do is register a domain. And so how you do that is you go to a domain registrar. There's a number of them out there. A couple of them would be like GoDaddy or Network Solutions. Those are a couple of registration sites you could use. You would just go to the site and you type in the name that you want. And when you type in that name, it will give you a number of options. Maybe that domain name isn't available. It give you some other options that are similar or close. Additionally, it would give you other options like maybe if .com isn't available, .net is, or some other .dot extension. So once you do that, once you search the domain, you go ahead and register it and you pay the money. They're going to ask you for your information like first name, last name, address. All of that is going to be public information in the Whois database. Unless you check a box that says make this domain private, it's going to hide some of that information from the internet. So what can you do with the domain? Well, you host a website for one. You can also have your own email address. Those are probably the most common services. So why would you want one? Well, if you're not starting a business, you probably wouldn't care too much to have one. Some people like to register their children's names as domain names just so that they may be able to use it in the future. As the internet continues to grow, less and less common domain names are going to be available. They're going to add more extensions, things like that, but people want the .com extension, and if your child's name is available, maybe you go ahead and register it for $7-8 a year, and so that if they decide they want to be a big speaker or something like that, they could have their own domain name. Some people like to get their last name if they don't have a business, just so that their family could have a Sean at their last name.com. That may be something kind of neat, but most people are focused on registering a domain for a business, and their primary use is to have email and web. So that's really it. So if you want to register a domain, you're going to go to a registrar. You're going to pay some money. You're going to put in some information. Other things like DNS, who manages your DNS, entering the DNS records, things like that, a registrar can take care of for you. And then they can even host your website and host your email if you didn't want to have to separate that with different services. So we talked about a lot. We talked about registering a domain. We talked about where to register it, maybe a couple sites that you could use, why you would want to do it, email and web, or maybe you just wanted to lock that name in place for future use. If you have any questions, make sure you leave a comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next Back to the Basics. Thanks for watching.